Wow, lovely. Beautiful stuff. Bangkok Airport, Savannah Bhumi, the departure lounge. Well, that 4 months went quick. Actually, I went to Thailand for 3 months, but ended up staying for 4. So I must have been having a good time. Yes, it got off to a bad start, with the antivirus still running rife, but it soon got better and, well, I have no regrets. Time to go home now, but before I do, I'd like to show you the last few days in Pattaya. It was a lazy few days and I didn't do a great deal, but after 4 months I would think I'd done all the things that I planned to do. Later in this video I'll show you what Scoot Airways is all about, but first let's look at Pattaya. I met some good people on my travels and one of them was Nick Dean of EDDY'S, the only Pattaya based YouTube channel I watch.
You.
He only say and joking, you know. I think he's joking.
Oh, tasty stuff, tasty stuff. I like it. It's one of the best late night burger places ever, okay?
It's fantastic.
Magnificent. Super duper. Lovely chips and a lovely burger with cheese. Yes? Or cheeseburger, if you want to call it that. Well, a big thanks to Nick and his A7 bar as well during my stay in Pattaya. Really enjoyed my visits there. And that burger place across the road in Soy 7 isn't so bad either. Well worth a visit. Well, it's good to see one of the old stalwarts back again, the beer garden in Pattaya seafront. A lovely meal here on an afternoon. Well, I'm sure I picked a nice day for it. Well, it's also been great to meet some of the people who I've got to know from my YouTube channel over the years. One of them is Andrew Johnson, who has made the big move out here to Pattaya. Yes, he's retired in Thailand. It was great meeting him, and I wish him the best of luck. Well, it's great to see that some places in Thailand are really getting back together again. This is an excellent bar here called the Triangle Bar on Soi Chayapun. Really great food, great atmosphere and some terrific live music. I really enjoyed my visits to this place. Okay, got a little bit of a what do we call alongside the cow? Well, yeah, it certainly is. Things are looking a bit better anyway, aren't they? Whoa. Oh, I've got to get a photograph of this. What the hell is this? I know. Well, this was my last night out in Thailand. I started and finished in Pattaya, but in between there were plenty of other good places: Bangkok, Hua Hin, and the islands of Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, Koh Tao. They're all on my YouTube list, so if you haven't seen them, go check them out. Just one more afternoon remaining, and I thought I'd do a live stream along Walking Street.
Look at all of these bayers.
I need to meet
all of these
another
bayers
vlogger, Be More Ron.
Look at all of these bayers.
Welcome to hanging out with Be More Ron.
Okay.
Be More Ron.
It's Be More Ron. He made me do it.
I'm sorry, man.
He made me do it.
I did twist your arm, I know.
Okay, it's my last day here in Pattaya, and I had a big breakfast, so I just want to, I've just done a live stream, and I've drank lots of beers. And B More Ron is here. He's got a YouTube channel. He's a really cool guy from Baltimore. Yes, he's a really great guy. With a nice beers together. So check out B More Ron. He's a cool guy. Really like him. And how many beers have we had? Well, I've had 6, and B More Ron has had 5. So I'm ahead of him. But then I got here earlier anyway.
This is just a typical Tuesday. This is early stuff.
This is
lightweight. This is lightweight stuff.
This is lightweight stuff this afternoon. It's hot climate, and hot weather and cold beer are the best combination known to mankind. Yeah, I have the best double act in the world. I've had a good time here in Thailand. It's coming to an end now, and I met some great people, and Be More Ron here is one of them. Okay, cheers anyway. Cheers. Wow, lovely. Beautiful stuff. Bangkok Airport, Savannah Bhumi, the departure lounge. Hi guys, Steady Eddie here, all masked and ready to go. It's Tuesday, the 3rd of May. I'm at Savannah Bhumi, and I'm heading back to London Gatwick for the first time, really, because I don't think I've ever flown from Bangkok Airport to Gatwick before. It's always Heathrow, but I'm going with Scoot Airways, which is a name that's sprung up quite recently. I have a direct flight, which is about 11.5 hours long, which is pretty good. And I'll show you the script with Scoot Airways, because it is very cheap. I've got a one-way ticket, economy, for £271 UK pounds, and that includes the insurance as well. So we'll see if they're any good. Well, this seems to be a real turnaround from when I came here 4 months ago. That travel and journey was fraught with hassle and all kinds of things, whereas now it seems I seem to be breezing through this quite easily. Taxi journey from Pattaya to Savannah Bhumi within 1.5 hours, not a problem. Well, 1,500 baht, that was easy enough. Then when I got here, Bangkok Airport Savannah Bhumi is noticeably quieter than it normally would be. I checked in quite early and breezed through without a problem. They just asked to see my passport, and basically that was it. There was no passenger locator form. I didn't have to have that dreaded PCR test before I left here, or an ATK test. I didn't have anything shoved up my nose. I didn't have to show the awful passenger locator form. Basically, it was not even proof of vaccination, funnily enough. They didn't even ask for that. So I breezed through check-in, and I'm in the departure lounge now, breezed through immigration without a problem. It's all gone very smoothly up to now, and let's hope it stays this way.
Okay, so Scoot Airlines is owned by Singapore Airlines. It is a low-cost budget airline, and it's really quite basic, but it has an excellent safety record. My flight is £271, a direct flight from Bangkok to Gatwick. That's a direct flight. including insurance and luggage as well, 20 kilos of checked baggage. So it's good value. There is no onboard entertainment, but there's nothing stopping you bringing an iPad on board with a downloaded movie or whatever. And also you have to purchase your own food on board. But there's nothing stopping you bringing your own.
Well, so far so good. I seem to have breezed through this one. I'm in the departure lounge. Actually, I'm at the gate now, gate 4. The airplane should be leaving in about 35 minutes, something like that. And it's so nice to you know, breeze through immigration and, you know, all that kind of stuff without any problems. You know, it's like a return to the old days anyway. Let's hope it stays that way. Well, it certainly appears to be comfortable enough up to now. Anyway, there's a fair few people getting on here. Now, I've heard various things about this. You know, I'm not going to repeat them. Let's just see what it's all about anyway. But I've got my own snacks. I've got a couple of bottles of water, and hopefully it's going to be 12 hours of absolute bliss. We'll see. So I've moved chairs from where I was sitting because there was enough space, but some ignorant person in front of me decided that he wanted to put his headrest back, you know, because he wanted to incline while he's sleeping, yes? You know, which is something that I wouldn't do. Personally, when I went to sleep in the chair, and personally, I slept upright out of respect for the person behind me. But then not everyone's as respectful as I am. So I've moved chairs and there's a bit more room down this and there. So what do we think of Scoot Airlines up to now? Well, it ran on schedule. Well, they did actually change the time, of course, but it did leave when they said it was going to leave 10:05 this morning. It's about a 12-hour flight. And basically it's straightforward. It's not a glamorous airplane, but it's reasonably okay. Now, it doesn't include the food, but I've actually brought my own food on board. I bought nuts and crisps and chocolate and a couple of bottles of water, so that's done me. I have heard a few people complaining about the price of the food. You can have things like pot noodles and coffee and whatever, but they only accept credit cards, and it's really quite expensive. I've had a few people complain about how expensive the food is, so I'm just glad that I brought my own snacks anyway. Don't worry, I'll survive. But now we're coming towards the last 4 hours of the journey, and I decided I'd like a beer. I haven't had one yet. I'd like a beer, and I thought it's gonna be a bit expensive, but what the hell, you know, I don't mind spending a little bit over the odds. And guess what? They have got beer, but they've only got the one that I don't like. Tiger. I don't like Tiger. I don't like it. That's the only one they got. Oh well. So this is an alcohol-free journey for me. Scoot Airways.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I'd like to say a big thanks to all of those who've been watching the videos over the last 4 months, following my journey around Thailand. I really do appreciate your support. Thanks, guys. I'll be back. I'll see you soon.